So do we need to stop telling our kids they're good at things if they're not? Can praising our kids ever be a bad thing, or are we setting our kids up for failure in later life? Alicia, I'm going to come to you first on this, because we just saw there Zora, she's 3.
Yes.
And you were saying she's showing signs already of singing and dancing.
I mean, we overpraise her all the time. Well, I say overpraise, but it feels natural.
Yeah.
I think with parenting, like for me, the only way I feel like I'm doing a good job is if I follow my instincts, and instinctively it feels right to encourage her.
Yeah.
And
give her confidence.
And give her confidence.
And she's 3.
And she's 3. And everything she does is brilliant. So why wouldn't I tell her it's brilliant?
If she gets to say, I don't know, early teenage, and she's singing, going, Mum, I'm going to be a pop star, and you're thinking, oh, I don't think you are, would you tell her? I think, again, it's probably not what you say, it's how you say it, and still being encouraging and supportive and nurturing and loving and doing it in a nice way. It's how you do it. You know? When I think back to when I was growing up, you know, my dad was more strict than my mum, and actually it can be quite soul-destroying as a child when you don't get that praise from your parent. It actually can create a little bit of insecurity.
But is it what made you really competitive and want to strive to do what you've done now?
Yes, but also my mum's technique, which was do what makes you happy, and encouragement and support equally well.
Yeah.
That was also brilliant, and what builds you up, builds your well-being up. I think that's really important. So I'm all for praise. I think it's
You're not
important.
really, are you?
I am. I think there's a fine balance between praise and realism. So I've got this thing where at sports day, the last sports day my eldest son went to, there's no winners, we're all winners here. That makes me so angry. I went to the sports day, I brought medals, ribbons, trophies. It was like, no, for me, I was like, only if you win, love.
No, I agree with that, for sure.
I agree with
Kids aren't
that.
stupid. So if a kid is at the back of the line and everybody else in the race is ahead of them, and you go, you're a winner, they must be thinking you're mad.
lying.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and it's okay, because if you're good at maths, they don't go, oh, well, you're all good at maths. The maths person goes up and gets a trophy, so why shouldn't the sports person?
No, I agree. How are you with yours?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm very much in your camp. I think sometimes lying is a good thing to build up confidence and mental well-being and all of that, but there comes a point, I think kids just find their own level, and they know if they're good at something, and they start to develop it. But I do see some parents who are really pushing their child in a certain area, and I'm thinking that, you know, they're not going to...
They're trying to live their dreams through their
But
kid,
also,
aren't they?
Yeah. You get so many auditions on Britain's Got Talent where you must think, has nobody told you that this is not for you?
That's why you do it in a nice way. You say, you know, well done for trying, and maybe you want to think about doing this, you know.
But isn't there's a part of you that thinks, surely your parents have said, you know, it's not for you. I love you very much, and I want you to be happy, and I want you to do what you love. Do it as a hobby. Yeah. But I don't think
I wouldn't let my kid, though. I wouldn't let my kid embarrass themselves. I'd have to tell them before they went to audition in front of you.
Not even outside of the realms of sort of showbiz and sport, just in the real world. You know, there's so many kids that go for job interviews, and the boss goes, well, you're not what we want, so you're not getting the job. And they're in shock, because they've just been told all their lives that they're brilliant at everything.
Yeah. When they are younger, you know, when you say things like, will you tidy the room? And they come down and they go, I've tidied my room. And you go up and they've put a sock under the bed. And you go, oh, that's great. Thinking when they go out, I'll clean it. But I just think if you go up and go, well, you haven't, have you? You've just put a sock... Then that's when kids go, I'm not going to do it again.
Or
You just have a go at me.
A bit of, that's great, but
what
let's
about
put our
if we do
socks
this?
over here. Otherwise you're going to get to 29 and you'll still be doing it.
I'm sure she'll probably be like this Christmas, the Christmas tree, when they want to decorate. I can't well. And they put every decoration in one branch.
Do it like Monica from Friends, where you spin it around and show you're perfectly decorated.
And then you go to bed. When they go to bed, you just think, oh, I'll fix that when they go to bed.
Can't wait.
But, sorry.
No, we know in our industry how hard it is, and, you know, to keep going as well. And I think going back to the honesty side of it is important, because, like, I've been asked to go to all the big drama schools in London and do talks and stuff, and now I have to say no, and I don't go, because the fundamental realisation is that the work in the industry is not there for them anymore. So I have to be honest and say, sorry, I'm not going to come, because out of the 37 kids of the year, I think, you know, probably only 2 or 3 now will actually make it.
But maybe they need you to go in and have that conversation with them, so they are aware of what's out there.
And that's the same with the football that your nephew's doing. You know,
it's important that they have that information.
Yeah. Loads of people are talking about this at home as well. Joanne says, I don't praise my kids for not being good at something. I praise them for giving it a go and doing their best.
Yeah.
And I explain that it's okay not to be good at everything. Joanna says, I think we should all stop lying. We're raising a generation of spoiled, entitled softies.
If you thought that got heated, wait until you watch these and click here to subscribe. You may as well. It's totally free.